guys, Adam here from Lawn Hub and welcome back. Today I'm back after 3 weeks holidays far up north. It is absolutely freezing down here in South Australia and I'm going to show you what's going on, so stick around. We'll start on the kikuyu, guys, and as you can see it's done a really good job holding up against this cold weather. We have had a couple of weeds pop up. Now the first one we've had pop up, it looks like clover, but it's not. It's actually soursop's. Now here in South Australia at the moment, there's soursop's absolutely everywhere. Unfortunately, Spartan doesn't hold out against soursop's. We've also got, I'm not sure, there, it's a long wispy one. I can pull it out. Onion grass. Now onion grass can be selectively killed with a herbicide called Destiny. However, I don't have the monies or the funds to buy it, so I'm just going to keep mowing it because, to be honest, like, it doesn't look that bad, so it doesn't matter. We'll move on to the apron next, and it's starting to really tiller and thicken up. It's really nice. It's cut at about 50 or 60 mil, not exactly sure, but it's starting to fill in nicely. It's also got some cape weed. It's also got some, what else? It's also got some soursop's. We'll talk about the green. Now, yes, everything here is wintergrass or polar annua, and you can tell that by the seed heads. So this is a really good testimony to the kikuyu and Spartan. So we have no wintergrass at all in the kikuyu, but it's everywhere here. We've also got some broadleaf weeds, but it just goes to show how important it is, if you do have a wintergrass problem, to get Spartan down at the critical time. So I'm going to give this a mow today, and I'll talk about how we'll tackle that later on in the video. Haven't mowed this since I've actually been back, and I mowed it I think the week before I left. So we'll clean up some of these soursop's, might pull them out by hand actually, but see how we go. The Tahoma over here in the little nursery has lost a lot of colour. It does get very cold over here, not much sunlight, stopped by the sun, and then the sun sets over all these trees. So yeah, very, very discoloured, but we did get some good creeping. So I suspect by next season, all this will be filled in, all filled in around there, and we'll start to transplant it out into the kikuyu. Last but not least, we'll check the T block. Now this has had the most mows and it's really starting to come into its own. Really deep dark green colour, nice coverage. It's also starting to get nice and thick. It also has some soursop's and some cape weed and some other broadleaf weeds. So let's get on to mowing the green. Alrighty guys, so that's come up pretty good. So I didn't end up pulling the soursop's out because I couldn't be bothered, and I dropped the apron to number 1 on that Makita rotary, so it's a bit shorter now. Now just quickly, with the soursop's, there's no selective herbicide that I'm aware of that's available to the public that will selectively kill soursop's in lawn. I could be wrong. If there is a product, let me know in the comments down below. Now as for the winter grass here, I'm going to be using Powercheck. Now the reason I'll be using Powercheck is because it's also safe for perennial ryegrass, but it's not safe for kikuyu. So even though it's not registered for the use of the control of kikuyu, this is how I plan to keep kikuyu out of the Tahoma 31 green, is by spraying, I'm not going to spray Powercheck on the apron just yet, it's far too young. But on the green, I will be spraying Powercheck in the next video. So That's going to be really important for A, getting rid of this winter grass, and B, potentially keeping the kikuyu out. So I'm very happy with that. Mowing will probably drop considerably now, probably mow once every 2 or 3 weeks, if that. So now I'm quickly going to jump into the shed. I'm going to grab my Solo spray and I'm going to talk about that. Alrighty guys, so I've got the Lawn Hub spray pack and the Solo 414 in front of me. Before I start talking about this, just quickly want to touch on the stickers we got here. So we got Mo Jobs here, that was sent all the way from Germany. We did a sticker swap with him. And we have George from Mo Parts Oz. He's provided everything so far for the Scotty. So again, thank you so much. If you want to be on this Solo sprayer, send in some stickers. Our address is on the buckets and it's also on all of our liquids as well. So it's 36 Churchill Road, North Dry Creek, South Australia. So send them in and be featured on here. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions lately about this setup. Does it work, doesn't it work? Well, it does work. You've seen it in our videos and I'll take it apart. So basically it's a 60 centimeter spray boom attachment that is available on our website with the yellow nozzles. Now there's 3 nozzles, there's green, yellow and orange. 60 centimeter spray boom, change them out for the yellow nozzles. And for the ultimate upgrade, you got the brass wand upgrade here, 50 centimeter boom. So this, not only does it stop the waviness when you put that on, it also holds pressure much better, so much better. So the ultimate upgrade for this, in my opinion, is the brass wand and the 60 centimeter boom attachment. Now you can run it with the factory plastic one and the 60 centimeter boom, you just have to change them out for the orange nozzles. They're a low pressure nozzle. Now, so tick that off. Now, the other thing we've been getting a lot lately is what can I apply on my lawn during winter? So if you've done your last feeder premature, you've also put down your Spartan, but you're looking to do something, you don't have to, but if you're looking then to do something further, this is where the Lawn Hub spray pack comes into its own. So if you wanted to set up some sort of a program, you'd want to tank mix these two on the first day that you get it. So recommended rate, spray over the entire lawn and water it in. Something that's very forgotten about during the winter time is a quality wetting agent. You still want that water not sitting on the surface as much as possible. You want it to pierce into the soil profile and get down into the roots. Although the roots won't be doing much, it's far better off in the root zone than sitting on top of the leaf, making it go the yucky color. So you can do that once every 6 weeks if you want, or you can apply that by itself every 6 weeks, completely up to you. But what I'll be doing is I'll be spraying these two together and water eating every 6 weeks over the winter period. Now, these two together are a green machine. This will green up your lawn massively, like overnight massively. So tank mix these together, spray over the lawn and leave it on. Don't water it in, don't have to worry about it. They're completely safe and fine on the lawn. Now, the beauty about the Lawn Hub spray pack is it's also safe on all turf varieties, so no need to worry about that. You can even use roots and shoots in the garden, and trust me, Clint swears by it for his hedges. So, you know, Duffy, Jared, link a description, link a video of Clint talking about his roots and shoots on his hedges. You won't disappoint it, guys. But yeah, these two together, and again, you could do this whenever you want an instant green up. Doesn't really matter, you can do it every 2 weeks if you want. That's excessive during the winter time, but again, every 6 weeks, every 8 weeks, every 10 weeks, it doesn't matter. It's your lawn, you can do whatever you want. But like I said, if you are looking for something to do during the winter time, the Lawn Hub spray pack's where it's at. Don't waste your time on granules, just save them for the summer, for the springtime renovation. If you do want a granular wetting agent, of course we do have BBW as well. But for winter time, on this lawn, we've got wet and roots and shoots together and three-way and money shot together. I also want to touch on another comment that I had asking what happened to my green. My green's still at my place. However, there's not really much going on there. There's a lot more project work being done here. It's a lot better on the video. It's just better viewing, I suppose, for the viewer, for you guys at home. If you want an update on the green, I'm happy to do one. There's not much going on, but I can do that for you.
And lastly, I got a comment on the irrigation install here. I got 2 comments actually. One was it wasn't very a how-to video, no, and I apologise for that. So basically what happened, as soon as I started doing all the rolling out of the poly, it absolutely bucketed down. All the trenches filled in with water, so I put the camera gear away and I just did it in the pouring rain. So behind you on the T-block, I'm going to do a full in-depth how-to video to do irrigation on the T-block, and it's going to probably be a very long video, but I'm going to go through step on that one for you guys just to make up for it. And secondly, my dad didn't do much to help me. No, because about 3 days before the install video, he actually had a heart attack. So yeah, he didn't help me, and he's just had double bypass surgery. So he's recovering. That's why I've been spending a lot of time here at the moment as well, just to help them guys out around the house. But yeah, he's on the mend, and appreciate you guys that know him and have asked about him, and yeah, he's doing great. So yeah, alrighty guys, so that's probably gonna do it for this video. Like I said, in the next video, I'm gonna be applying Power Check to the putting green in front of me to control the winter grass. I'll also be cutting the T-block and the apron of the putting green. I hope you learned something in that video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.